Hey everyone, welcome back to Brian's Nerd Pub, and today we're going to be doing a short review over the comic and the film to Batman The Dark Knight Returns. So let's get started. Batman The Dark Knight Returns is a comic book miniseries by Frank Miller, Klaus Janson, and Janson Varley. The story takes place in a dystopian-like Gotham City set during the 1980s. Bruce Wayne is now in his mid-50s and has been retired from crime fighting for 10 years following the death of the second Robin, Jason Todd. During his absence, crime has increased and a new gang known as the Mutants are running rampant in Gotham City. With crime rising uncontrollably, Bruce decides it's time for Batman to return. After his return to his war on crime in Gotham City, Batman recruits a new Robin, faces off against old foes, is branded a fugitive, and is hunted by the new police commissioner. Batman's actions also attract the attention of the U.S. government, and the president dispatches Superman, who is now working with the government, to stop Batman and force him back into retirement. But Batman will not go down without a fight. So let's start with the comic. Now, overall, I enjoyed the story. The story was very dark, which I believe is perfect if you want to tell a Batman story. However, one of the biggest issues I had reading this comic was that I found that there were several moments in the story that I found to be completely unnecessary. Now, in The Dark Knight Returns, there's a constant struggle in the story between the fact that Batman's presence is threatening to Gotham City, as he attracts some unwanted attention by the police, the mutants, the government, and even some old foes such as the Joker. But it also shows that he is absolutely necessary to Gotham's survival, as he fights to maintain law and order, and I enjoyed reading about that. I also loved reading about how Bruce Wayne had to evolve in a way. He realizes that he is a much older man, and he realizes he has to step up his game and adopt new tactics to face off against new and old threats. I felt that with Batman being slower and not as young, it added suspense and gave him much higher stakes. Another issue I had with the story is that I felt that it was too short. While I understand that they weren't necessarily needed for the plot, I would have liked to see more of Batman's old villains come back, such as Scarecrow, Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze, the Riddler, or the Penguin. As for the film, I thought it was pretty good, and it followed the comic very well. I do think it was more toned down, and it was definitely not as dark as the graphic novel, and there was at least 2 to 3 scenes that were either cut or at least altered in some way. The dialogue was also a bit different. I did love the cast, and I thought that RoboCop actor Peter Weller did a great job as Batman. But what I didn't like about the film was the absence of several of the characters' inner monologues. I really enjoyed reading those because it helped me become more invested in the characters, and it even added a noir-like feel to the story. Although the film did include snippets of these characters' inner monologues in their dialogue, it just didn't have the same effect for me. Now, as for the winner, I'm going to go with the original comic. Although the film is enjoyable to watch and has awesome action scenes, a great cast, and remained true to the comic in terms of the story as well as similar animation style, it just didn't capture that same dark, gritty, noir-like tone as the comic, and I feel like the absence of the characters' inner monologues really take away the ability to become fully invested in the characters. But if you want something more tame, then I definitely recommend the film. Thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks so much again, everyone, and have a great day.